Freelancers, if you are struggling to create a stable monthly income, you're not alone. I have been working as a real estate negotiator for the past 4 years, and I have dealt with so many irregular income that I've actually found a solution. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I pay myself a stable monthly income every single month and how you can do it too. I'm going to cover 4 things. Number 1 is how to identify your monthly and non-monthly expenses. How do you segregate this income? Number 3, how you can utilize free tools online and use it to your advantage. And number 4, how you guys can plan for the future. Alright, so let's get into the video. Okay, so number 1 is to determine your monthly expenses. Alright, so this, I'm sure you guys know, is very basic. So everything that you guys pay on a monthly basis, I'm talking about your house, your rental or your monthly mortgage, your utilities, your insurance, your PTPTN, your Koei water filter, all of that is included, so you list all of it down. So just like I've done here, this is an estimate for you guys so you guys can have a better understanding. Second is your non-monthly expenses. Now this is where a lot of people don't take this into consideration, but it's actually a very big cost spread out over a big period of time. What I call non-monthly expenses is because you don't spend it every month. You only spend it every 3 months, 5 months or 6 months. Number 1, for example, would be your road tax. This is the most obvious. So if you own a car, you would actually have to renew your road tax like every year, which would cost about maybe 1,000 or 2,000 ringgit. If you do not take this into consideration, in one of the months, you would actually have to fork out that 2,000, which will eat up into the other expenses that you already accounted for. So now there's a big imbalance, and now you're going to start touching your savings. So this is a big problem that happens to everyone. Your car maintenance, for example, like you service your car every 6 months, 500 ringgit every time you service. Your supplements that you buy, you don't buy it every month, you could buy it every 3 months or every 6 months. So for example, let's just say your supplements is 300 ringgit every 3 months and your road tax is 2,000 every 12 months. Then you have your car maintenance. Let's assume it as 1,500 every 12 months. Then you also need to account for everything else that you spend. I'm talking about your shopping. How much do you normally spend on your shopping each month? So here I'm just going to put shopping at 300 ringgit. You guys can put whatever figure you want. This is a guide. So over time you guys can actually tweak this so that it'll be more efficient for you. Another thing also would be like holiday. How much you're going to spend holiday? Maybe let's just say 5,000 every 12 months. Now that you have your non-monthly expenses, we are going to turn it into monthly expenses. So how much your non-monthly expenses are, you just divide it by the number of months. So here 300 ringgit for your supplements, you divide it with 3 months, you get 100 ringgit a month. For your road tax, it's about 2,000 over 12 months. You're looking at about, round up the figure, so you get 200 ringgit a month. Your car maintenance, divided with 12, you get 150. Your shopping now is 300 a month. Your holiday is now about 450 every month. So now total this up. So for your monthly expenses, you have 7,000 ringgit in total, and your non-monthly expenses is now that you've turned it into monthly is actually 1,200. Now your total expenses every month is now 8,200. This is exactly how much you need to pay yourself. But wait, you haven't accounted for your savings. So for the sake of this example, I'm just going to put 1,800 as your savings. So total every month that you need to pay yourself is 10,000. And this has included everything under the sun that you are spending on. All you have to do is pay yourself 10,000 ringgit every month. Now that you have this figure, you know how long you guys can sustain yourself. If there's maybe a $100,000 check coming in, you know you can actually survive for the next 10 months. Now that you've determined your monthly expenses, I want you guys to actually group those that are auto debit or paid through credit card and group the rest that are paid by cash or you use your debit card to pay for. I'm going to explain to you guys in a while why it's important. Alright, number 2, segregating your income. So the main point here is to use multiple bank accounts. I have a few friends who actually just rely on one bank account and everything is there, so that's why the expenditure is haywire. So use multiple accounts. So how do we segregate this? I recommend a minimum of 3 bank accounts. One is your main income, one more is your savings, and the third one is your expenditure. So every time your money comes in, it goes into your main account, and every month you are going to take 1,800 and transfer it into one of your bank accounts, which is savings. And the balance 8,200 is going to go into another bank account. So for my expenditure account, I like to use Maybank. I know I'm not sponsored by Maybank. So I just like to use Maybank is because it's very efficient and they have a lot of tools inside that you guys can use to actually make your life more efficient and your finances more efficient. So now that you've transferred 8,200 into your Maybank account, See, Maybank has two accounts. In your one account, they have your main account. I'm saying accounts too many times. So you have your main account and you have your MAE account. Remember I mentioned earlier your auto debit and your cash? So what I like to do is everything that is auto debit, I change it to auto debit from my main account. So like for example, my TNB bills, my insurance, PTPTN, yes, I still pay for PTPTN, my Koei water filter, everything auto debits from my main account. Everything that I'm going to need to use cash, such as my grocery shopping or eating out, I will transfer 2,000 ringgit every month into my MAE account. This way, I know exactly how much I'm going to spend including groceries, food and eating out every month, so I can gauge myself. Alright guys, if you're watching this video this far, I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and a sub to the channel will be really awesome. Do consider subscribing. Let's click the button here, and yeah, let's get back to the video. I know you guys are wondering, what about the non-monthly expenses? Use a feature in MAE app called Tabung. So Tabung is actually a very interesting and useful feature. When you use Tabung, what happens is it removes the money from your main account and puts it inside this mini account called Tabung. All you have to do is basically set up a Tabung for each purpose in your life. You create a Tabung to deduct about 400 or 500 ringgit every month for about anything that you want, even for your supplements as well. So if you're going for a holiday, all you have to do is create a Tabung and set the Tabung to actually deduct 500 ringgit every month from your main account. So after a year, you will have 6,000 ringgit in your account. And if halfway through you want to go for holiday, you can just withdraw it and use it without ever touching your savings, or without ever thinking about I need to set aside a certain amount of money now to go for a holiday. So you don't actually start saving when you think of going for a holiday. You have already decided now, regardless if you're going for a holiday. So if you want to, you already have the cash set aside. This is how I pay myself every month, and this is how I set aside multiple accounts and multiple tabungs that will help me better manage my finances, because I don't want to have to worry if I have enough money to eat at the end of the month, if I have enough money to go on holiday. All I have to do is just open up my tabung and see, oh, I have extra cash here for my car. Maybe I'm going to buy new rims. Maybe I'm going to buy new tires. So this is a better way to save rather than I want to buy tires. Let me save for the next 3 months. Or I want to go on a holiday. Let me save for the next 6 months. This way you are actually better prepared to handle your finances. And most importantly is it gives you that discipline to keep doing it, and you get very addicted to it, and you start to create more and more tabungs, and you can actually help yourself and your future. Number 4, how to plan for the future. Okay, like me, I have multiple savings accounts. Now why? So I have one savings account is, for example, if my main goal, the one that all the income comes in, let's just say dries up, I have my first savings account to rely on. And my second savings account is actually for the future, like if I plan to get married, have kids and all of this, I can take it out from the second account. The third account is like the final one. It's only in case of emergencies. It's if all this account dries up, I have the third account. Other ways that you guys can do it is actually put your money in FD, fixed deposit, where it pays about 4%, or put your money in KWSP, where it pays you some percentage every year, or maybe even ASB. You do this so that you guys can actually grow your money. Some people, they don't want to do this is because it takes some time to mature and you guys cannot remove that money. But the savings account is for me to withdraw anytime so that I can use it immediately. So that's about it guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it. If you have any comments, please write them down in the comment section below, and a sub to the channel would be really awesome. It will actually help me make more videos like this. If you guys are planning to buy real estate or planning to get into property investment, check out my other videos over here so that you guys can actually be ahead of the game, and I hope you guys can learn something as well. If you guys want me to talk about something else in the future, please write them down in the comments below. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.